Zach, obviously a poor defensive night for you guys. Where do you identify areas that could be cleaned up, or is it sort of all encompassing?
It's been the last couple nights. We haven't been able to stop the ball. We're getting the other teams are getting really easy looks. Defense is spread out. Yeah, a lot of that is I think that we're playing a lot in transition. We're not getting a lot done on the offensive end. It's putting us in a bad defensive position. At least that's what I feel. So it's easier playing with a set defense, but we got to do a better job with some resistance because we're not getting any fouling. It's open sea.
Zach, where's still is relatively early, but is there a level of frustration in the locker room right now?
Yeah, I mean, I can speak for myself. It's frustrating because we got a lot of talented guys in the team and guys that care and are competitive. But it's something that we got to work through. You don't want it to be happening right now at Game 8. You don't want it to happen later on in the season. But at least we have time to try to look at some film and fix it. But yeah, at least me, I'm a little frustrated. It just doesn't feel good to get your ass whooped by 25, 30 last couple games.
Zach, that is 3 40-point quarters in the last 2 games. How do you guys figure out how to at least give some resistance, more physicality, something?
Yeah, I mean, tonight was tough. They playing with the 2 bigs out there. We're already a little small. We got in the penalty a little bit too early. Yeah, I think it was just open floodgates from there. So we got to figure out something. Can't put a finger on it right now.
Zach, Anthony Edwards, he missed his first 5 shots. Then he got really hot that second quarter. I think he had 15, 16 points. What happened there on defense on him?
I mean, he's an all-NBA player, and you can put a lot of attention on him, but just like any of us, Ant misses 5 shots, he's going to take another 20 shots. He's going to take 20, He's going to get hot eventually, and you just try to make it tough on him. I think we gave him a couple easy ones. He got fouled on a 3-point play or something like that. So, you try to give those guys tough looks because they're going to get their numbers. Try to make it tough on them.
Zach, does it feel like when the opposition is going on one of these runs, especially in one of those second quarters from tonight and even back with the Thunder, does it feel like there's kind of a let up when they get kind of rolling that way on some of those long runs?
A let up in what way?
Maybe I don't know. Maybe like maybe you're waiting for a foul or a stoppage to come. It just feels like if they get out in transition, it's kind of extending some of these runs.
Yeah, I mean, there's flows to the game. I feel like that there was a couple calls that were obvious that weren't made, for us, and maybe we didn't get back. I know one I didn't get back at all, and that's something that's unacceptable. But it's human nature. It's going to happen throughout the game. But I just think it's lows throughout the game. I think when we have runs, we don't capitalize on them. We'll be in a nice little groove, and then we don't capitalize on it. We'll get some stops, and then they'll come back at us, and we don't figure out how to make an adjustment when they do. So we got to figure it out all around.
Zach, we've always known Doug here to be with the defensive first mentality and the defensive first identity. Whether it's you personally or just individual guys on the team, is he strongly or specifically speaking with you guys individually about individual defense, or is it more kind of a team defensive focus?
I think everybody's understanding that's the focus. I think that's what they came into the season with. Obviously, there's a personnel thing with that goes with that as well. Guys can go out there and play as tough as they can on defense. I said, I speak for myself. I think we've all been trying. I've been trying my ass off on defense, but you need a team collective, the right identity. Sometimes you need the right personnel out there. You're not going to ask Rudy Gobert to go out there and average 30. So. He's a defensive guy though, and that's his job. But I think with the guys that we have on the team, we got to play to the right strengths of the team. And I think defensively, we got to be there for each other, help each other. But then on the other end, we got to take advantage of that. So that's what I think, and that's what I see. I think guys are giving the right effort. It's just frustrating when we're not getting the right results.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Zach.
Thank you.